And once more, welcome back to another episode of Fata Morgana, where we're kicking off a new session with well, basically, Gazelle poured her heart out to Mikkel and had him look at her scars. And now Mikkel is full of vengeance and fury against those who would harm Gazelle, including his own father, his own family. I guess those are the only people that have harmed her. Actually, we don't know that. We don't know that for sure, but that is certainly where the story is focused for now. So, why don't we jump right back into it? Gazelle didn't stop crying until the sun had begun peeking over the horizon. I need to actually click back in. All right, we're already clicked in. All right, we're good. Right? All right. I had, as I said, not looked away, simply holding her in silence. She had a decidedly not childlike frame, but she seemed incredibly small in my arms. We felt each other's warmth through my clothes. Between sniffles, Gazelle said softly. Back to the editing board. Back to the screen. Back to the blurred screen. Whatever Double Guns might be using. One day, I'm certain I'll be able to, without any hesitation, be properly joined with you, and it will be wonderful. Right now, I still can't control the shaking, but eventually, I want to be able to put my hands on you too. The affection infused in each and every word was palpable. All right. Sometime later, she drifted off to sleep, exhausted. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that at least tonight she would have pleasant dreams. Oh. All right, all right. I had no pleasant dreams last night. You actually cursed me with your witch's curse. Morning? No, afternoon? Master! Ah. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, come on, put a little more oomph into it. Same Gazelle as always. I must say, last night was something, Master. I didn't know you had that in you. Just thinking about it. Ow! Hey, that hurt. What was that for? I was struck with an insatiable urge to whack you. Jeez. Whatever happened to your heartfelt desire to do whatever you can for me? I don't think hitting me counts. You're tough enough to get over a little bonk. You were being nice yesterday. Where did that go? So... What? Would you like to explain why you're making dirty jokes first thing in the morning? Yeah, just... I was trying to lighten the mood to hide my embarrassment. Fair enough. Alright, but could you not joke about that in the future? I didn't actually do anything to you. No, you didn't, sorry. This is a weird conversation to be having directly after last night's events. Say, could I ask you something? Yes? You hardly ever use my name. It makes us feel so distant. Could you do something about that, maybe? You jerk. Babe. No, 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 no. That is not you at all. Just go with my name, please. Oh, we've graduated from a master-servant relationship to a romantic relationship, but that is too much. Ooh, romantic relationship. Exactly. So, in honor of the new us, let's make this last, alright, Michael? Alright. At the time, the light that had entered her life seemed unreal and fantastical, but I prayed that it would indeed last. In hope of an equally bright future, I allowed myself to rejoice in the moment, letting the unconquered shadows that lurked in my peripheral remain unseen. Alright, alright. Something tells me that it's not going to last, given where we are now. Blackness consumes the once colorful space. Gazelle stands before me, as she did within the door, but I struggle to reconcile the two scenes. They are both real. They are both her. The lively, spunky girl of the past and the lifeless girl of the present are both Gazelle. As different as they seem, they are both her. Why don't we stop there? It was a wonderful story. They overcame their troubles and lived happily ever after. Is that not good enough? It could not be worse than where we are now. All we have to do then is erase the now. Throw everything away and start over from where it was better. You were able to bear them because they weren't your tragedies. And that goes for more than just me. Actually, as a matter of fact, those words apply even better to her than me. Why is there no desktop audio? I guess we'll have to fix that next episode. The ending is already set in stone. It's already happened. What point is there in watching it again? All that accomplishes is making me relive it all. The ending has not been written. We are both here now, which means our end still lies ahead of us. Then, can I ask you? Promise not to let go of my hand no matter what. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. Remember that? Remember when I said that? Now I understand. That was a request, even if she didn't perceive it as such. In place of a verbal response, I squeeze her hand in mine. I know where this tale is heading. Toward tragedy. All the other doors we visited ended in tragedy, and ours is no exception. But perhaps what's waiting at the end of this one is even more dire than I imagine. The door to our past swings open once more, behind which lies the end of me and the beginning of her. Alright, what does that mean? Does that mean he dies? I mean, she did mention before that we were in some sort of that we existed outside of time. A month had passed since the night with the rose. Right on schedule, the monthly delivery arrived, but in it was a letter that would dramatically change our lives. My father, Antonin, had fallen ill and died. I presumed it was the witch's doing, but she was silent, refusing to respond to my questions. If it wasn't her, then he must have died naturally. It seemed more than a little tasteless to celebrate someone's death, but good taste and reality do not always agree. I was extremely relieved to hear the news. The man that did things to Gazelle, he had tried to have me killed, and now he was gone from this world. I had been waiting for this moment for years. His passing had another effect as well. My death could be revoked. Many years ago, my brother had told me that when he had succeeded our father, he would welcome me back to the Bollinger estate, and I could be part of the family once more. Which meant this letter signaled the end of my banishment. Oh, is that what he means by the end of me? That, the end of me as I know it? Or that he knows it? Not sure how to feel about it. Yeah, rejoicing doesn't really seem appropriate. This means you can return home now, right? In theory. My brother is set to take control of the estate, so he should be accommodating. I'm going to write a letter, have them send us a carriage. It is much too long a distance to walk. All right. I'm excited. What should we do first when we get back to the capital? Oh, I know. How about you stop by my place? My mom and sister won't believe their eyes. They won't believe that I got a tall, handsome man with me. My time in this mansion was almost at its end. The future I had only vaguely envisioned was now within my reach. I'd always spoken of this moment predicated with eventually, like it was some kind of unobtainable fantasy. But now that it was practically a reality, I realized I hadn't actually given it much thought. Hey, are you still awake? I am. Not a great night for sleeping, huh? Are you thinking about your family? It all seems so surreal. Yeah, it does. This house is like it's like a desert island, cut off from the world, which makes everything kind of feel like a fairy tale sometimes. I really wanted to pronounce that as desert island. I don't know why. Even what we have, from time to time, I get the feeling that nothing is real. That the outside world is just a figment of my imagination. That my entire life only ever existed within these walls. Are you nervous? Maybe I am. I always thought that when this day arrived, it would be more cathartic. I'm sorry. I'm finally able to take you back to the capital, and I can't seem to get past my own negativity. It's only natural to be nervous. I am too. I haven't spent nearly as long as you living in this mansion, but I know how you feel because I feel the same way. Not knowing what the future holds, it's scary. You know, I was thinking, I would be okay with staying. I mean, I would love to return to the capital, and I miss my family dearly. But even if I never get to see them again, in no way would I consider myself unhappy. I honestly think I've got a pretty wonderful life. If you're not comfortable going back to that house, and you're just saying you'll endure it for me, Gazelle, there are other paths we can take. You could live with your family, or you could remain here in the mansion. No, not at all. I want to. No matter where you go, you'll be there with me, Michael. It's true, I am nervous not knowing what the future holds, but not in a scared something bad might happen kind of way. It's more of a jittery, excited anxiousness. I'm confident the two of us can overcome anything, no matter what obstacles may come our way. Together, we can create an even more wonderful future. That's sweet. Don't worry, Michael. The future's nothing to be afraid of. You make it sound like I'm paralyzed with fear. But you are, aren't you? Hey, now, don't give me that look. Once again, she's the one pushing me forward. I will make sure you have a good, happy life. Thank you. Hehe. What? Nothing, nothing. I'm feeling kind of sentimental, thinking about how we've only got a little time left here. It wasn't perfect, but it was an important part of my life. Indeed. Say, yes? Well, I think I could handle it right now, probably. It. Oh, use your head, you little. I don't follow. I am also not following, but I also might be following. I don't know. We'll see. Next time on Hooky Hour, we'll see what it is. And hopefully, uh, well, there won't be any more censorship. So until next time, I'll see you. Bye.